Hello friends, this is Sukhmani from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, I'll be talking on very sensitive issue which is important for people out here in Canada as well as people who are planning to come to Canada. But before that, a small request, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. Please press the bell icon so this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's move on to a very important topic which is very sensitive, and it is actually a bad news. A bad news for whom? For students. So this is a bad news for students not only who are here in Canada but who are planning to come to Canada. So for both who are here in Canada as well as who are planning to come to Canada, this is a bad news. So I'll be sharing, this is a news which came in recently, and Immigration Minister Marc Miller shared all these updates. There are 5 updates. I'll be sharing with you one by one each update. The first update is about GIC. GIC is Guaranteed Investment Certificate. This is a certificate you have to give as a part, as a component of your study visa. When you are applying for a study visa, you have to provide that. This amount has changed. Now, this amount will be $20,635 starting January 1st, 2024. Starting January 1st, 2024, the amount will be $20,635. Now, let's go back in the time. In 2000, since 2000, this amount was 10,000 only. So in the past, you just show 10,000 Canadian dollar GIC along with your other things, and boom, you got the visa done. But over a period of time, since 2000 and now 2023, over these 22 years, inflation has occurred everywhere on the earth, not just in Canada. Everywhere inflation has occurred. The prices have changed. So to reflect the realistic price, the government said January 1st, 2024, the GIC will be 20,635 for SDS category, student direct stream. And this threshold will be updated. This is not going to be the same. This may change to 21,000. 2025, this is going to change to 21,000 because each year LICO changes. And they have linked it to LICO, which is managed by Statistics Canada. And LICO, it has to be 75% of the LICO. So in 2025, it may go even higher. So it will not be fixed. But for 2024, it will be 20,635. Also, you have to show, in addition to that, first year tuition fee that you have paid, first year tuition fee and travel expenses. So my friends, it is very important that we do our mathematics here. It's not a maths class, but it is very important that you do your mathematics before going to that corner agent in whatever country you are. But before going to that agent who knows nothing about Canada, before going to that, please do your mathematics. Please save yourself, plan realistically, then come to Canada. So the mathematics is something like this. GIC. So GIC, now it will be 20,635. Average tuition fee will be at least 18,000 for international students. And this depends upon college to college, university to university, course to course, location, so many things. But I am taking just the average. Most courses, it is not less than 18,000. So 18,000 for first year, and it will for next year also, it will be 18,000. And you have the travel expenses at least 2,000. There are other expenses like books and other fees, which will be 2,000. I am just totaling it. This goes even beyond 60,000. It is more than 60,000, but I am just making an approximate total of 60,000. 60,000 Canadian dollars. If you convert it into the Indian currency, comes to 37, 38 or something like 40 lakhs Indian rupees. So spending 40 lakhs before you go to an agent who knows nothing, before you spend that much amount, please think twice. If your purpose is just coming here and going back to wherever your home country is, then good. But if your purpose is you are thinking of getting a PR through this route, then you think twice, because those agents who are sitting out there, they know nothing about the PR. They'll just say, oh, here is a college, here you go, sit on the aeroplane, boom, you go. That's it. Nothing. They know nothing more than that. So think twice before spending this 40 lakh rupees in Indian currency. Plan. That is what I'm saying. Get knowledge, get awareness, and then take a step. So that is for you to think about. Moving on to the second important point, which is another important change, and this change is for students who are sitting out here in Canada. For students who are here in Canada, postgraduate work permit, which is called PGWP, which is an open work permit, you can work anywhere. This you get after you pass your course. For 1 year, you get it for 1 year if you are doing a 1 year course. If you are doing a 2 years course, you get for 3 years. So that is the basics about PGWP and PGWP. So here is the harsh reality. The harsh reality is a lot of people were thinking, and oh, work permit will get extended, don't worry. And there are thousands of consultants out here who are saying, don't worry, this will extend. We are running campaigns, we are doing this, this will extend. The result is, it is not going to be extended, and it is very clear in 2024. There is no extension which is happening to PGWP. Minister very clearly, without mincing the words, very, very clearly said, we are not going to extend any work permit PGWP in 2024. So let me tell you one important thing. PGWP, first of all, it was not extendable. It was by IRCC rules, it was never extendable, and you get PGWP only once in a lifetime. That was the simple rule. But due to COVID, the things have changed. And 3 times government brought the public policy, 3 times the changes happened in 2021, 2022, 2023. The extension of 18 months was given, and we have got so many people extended through this public policy. But now in 2024 it will not happen. So, but government has made it clear that if your work permit is expiring even on the last day of 2023, December 31st, 2023, if your work permit is expiring December 31st, 2023, it can be extended till 18 months. It is extendable, but anybody who has 2024 PGWP expiry will not be extended. Now, this is very, very clear. Now talk about the impact. Of course, there will be impact, 100%. And there are thousands and thousands of students who have their work permit expiring in 2024. So, very, very clear for all those students who have their work permit expiring in 2024, there will not be any extension. No extension will be provided on their work permit. Then what is our choice? Return to the home country. That's what Minister is telling. Return to the home country. And if you say, no, we were thinking of PR, he said, no. You mentioned in your SOP very clearly that you will study and then you will go back. Government is not obliged to provide you with the PR. Government is not obliged to provide you with a PR. So, no PR route available. Now the question is, what are the options? So, I have very clearly told you the options. If you have not seen my video, I will share the link with you. You can watch my detailed video on what are my options if my work permit is expiring in 2024. What are my options if my work permit is expiring in 2024? So you can watch that video. Let's move on to the third announcement, which is about working hours. Now, working hours is also a very important thing because students who work here do a lot of hard work and try to gather as much money as they can, do their savings and then gather the money so that they can put some money towards their tuition fee. And the actual amount of work you can do per week was 20. That was the actual work, 20 hours. Now, the announcement which has made is about the 20 hours of work, the cap was taken off and there was a period where you can work more than 20 hours. You don't have to worry about it. Here I want to share with you one important thing. When there are no classes, when you are off, when there is a break, you can work more than 20 hours. But during the classes which are in progression, at that time, you can only work 20 hours. During the COVID period, public policy was brought and you can work more hours. So that has been announced that the waiver of working more than 20 hours is extended till April 30th, 2024. April 30th, 2024, you can work more than 20 hours, and this is for students who are here. For students who are coming to Canada, if they have submitted, the word is submitted, please watch the words carefully, submitted their application before December 7th, 2023. It's not about the outcome, it's not about the result of that application, it is about the submission of that application. December 7th, 2023, if you have submitted that application, then you are also eligible to work more than 20 hours, but after that, it will be back to 20. Well, now IRCC is also thinking, maybe, and I'm saying they are thinking, there is no confirmation, right? Don't hold me accountable for that. That's what they are saying, may look into that. They may look into that they may extend working hours for till 30 hours, but that's maybe not confirmed, right? When it will happen, it will happen. And by the time it will happen, it will be after, maybe somewhere after April 2024. And they are also clear that they will not make you 40 hours. They will not give you 40 hours, but maybe something like more than 20, less than 30 or close to 30, but not 40 for sure. So that's where the problem is, because now the savings also, students who do the savings by doing the jobs will also go away. Now, another fourth point which is in the announcement was probable cap on international students coming in September 2024. Let me tell you, my friends, a very important thing, the biggest intake in Canada happens in September. Your agent sitting out there in the corners will not know this. The biggest intake is always a September intake, irrespective of what comes or what goes. September intake, they are thinking of putting a cap. Cap is limitation, capacity. That's it. We are not going to issue more than these visas. And this cap will, Minister is announcing that this is because, what happened, the students, say the capacity of a college or a university is, say, 40 students. They issued 60 visas. That is not going to happen. So, Minister very clearly announced that admit only those students who you can service. If you cannot service, you cannot do more than your capacity. And this includes providing them with the housing. So, federal government said they are taking steps to reduce the visas. September 2024, they will work. Federal government very strictly told provincial and territorial governments that those colleges which are just churning out diplomas and degrees and doing nothing, they are like corner plaza colleges, they will be taken away. So that is the goal. The basic goal is that overseas students are supported when they come to Canada here in Canada. And the fifth one, the last point of this announcement was distance learning. In the distance learning, so what happens is distance learning is when you are not going to the classes in person. You are sitting in front of the laptop, computer, or maybe a mobile device, and you just go there on the Zoom meeting, on the Google Meet, or whatever the software is. And distance learning basically was first adopted when 2020 was there, in the pandemic time, 2020, when travel restrictions were there. So you sit in the comfort of your home and learn. But now that thing is also, because the pandemic is over, we are getting back to normal. And with that, September 1st, 2024, starting September 1st, 2024, online 50%, if your program is 50%, will be counted for students starting before September 2024. That if you are 50% of your core workload is done through distance learning, it will be still counted. But after September 1st, 2024, you have to be in person. And this is very important, because in person you require travel time. Sometimes you require that commutation time between where you live, where you study is too much, and you have to be in person. So that is where also, because student saves a lot of time in commutation, so they can work more hours and make more dollars and save more. That will also not happen. So these are the 5 announcements I have shared with you. And again, as I always say, if you need to discuss your own case, more than welcome. You can book an appointment with us. Our office is located in Brampton. Address, email ID, phone number, everything is shared right here with you. And very important thing, if you have still not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Our team puts lots of effort in bringing all this information to you. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.